Never forget about down south. Miami 305, we gon' smoke and get high and ride. I'm a Florida boy.
You're locked in with Atlanta's hottest hip-hop station.
I was excited to hear the song.
The Hype 87.3.
That's right. It is your girl, Tampa Mystic, and we are live right here in ATL on the Hype 87.3. And today, I got my home state homie checking in out of Miami, P Streets. What is going on, family? How you doing?
What's going on, Tampa Mystic?
It's good to see you.
It's good to see you.
Thank you for coming through. Big energy, positive vibes.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Absolutely. Give us that introduction.
Oh man, that's streets, man. I come all the way to come rock out with you.
Man,
they tell me the city tell me you got it on lock. So
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Hype.
And I hope you get a chance to see Bigger today while you're here too.
No, for sure. Shouts out to Bigger, man. You know, we ran through with my guy Ferrari Fred.
Yeah,
he did a lot of work with Bigger Rankin.
Definitely, 100%, man. Well, listen, again, I appreciate you being here. We're just gonna dive right on into it. You're born and raised in Miami.
Born and raised in Miami.
Okay, give us the rundown for people who haven't been to Miami on the music tip. What is it like out there on the music scene?
It's a lot of talent in Miami, honestly. Yeah. I'm gonna get straight to it. This is definitely a lot of dope talent. I just feel like we got the bottom, so it's hard to push music from like, if you're going up in Florida, that's almost to get to Tallahassee, a couple hours.
Yeah.
So it's hard to push music further up. So, I will advise anybody, doing anything to hit the road with it, and push it just high, like how Jeezy did it.
Absolutely.
Get it out the ground.
I agree. No matter where you're from, you got to break outside of your city, go other places. And it doesn't necessarily mean relocating, but you got to do like what you guys did today and tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
Coming up here, hitting other platforms. So you've been dabbling with music for about 5 years consistently now.
Consistently.
Take us back 5 years ago. Why did you start dabbling in music?
I started doing music. Shouts out to my homie Project Stats. He pushed me to do music. I thought it was a small passion.
Yeah.
So when I finally got into it, I started understanding it first. Just sitting behind him, watching him do shows and rock out. And he ended up going to jail. So I just, I took the lead and just like, I got this.
Kept going.
Yeah, I kept going. Definitely.
Was music always, though, something that you enjoyed since like a jit?
Yeah, I really love music, but I'm gonna say it wasn't my first love. I was a football player.
Okay.
Yeah, I came up playing football.
Okay. At what age did you start that?
At 4 years old.
Oh, you started real young.
yeah, I started playing
Little
football.
Pee-wee?
Yeah, Pee-wee's for real, Mighty Bikes.
That's dope. Balling. That is dope, man. Yeah. And you played football until when?
Until 18, high school.
Yeah. Why didn't you pursue it beyond that?
Football?
Yeah.
Trouble.
I got you. Understood. Say no more.
The environment.
Would you have pursued it if it was an option to continue?
I definitely would have.
Yeah.
I just think I just got caught up into the environment.
Got you.
And it just the surroundings.
It happens. Yeah. Look at you now.
Of course.
Look at you now.
Amazing.
Absolutely. It's not where you've been, it's where you at.
That's where I'm going to.
That's where you're going to. Look, I tell people the only time you should ever look back is to see how far you come.
Right.
Because we human. Everybody makes, like mistakes, but we learn from them. It doesn't make you a bad person.
Definitely.
It just means that you're human.
And I always have those moments.
Of course.
I always, even when I'm done with this, I'll look back and say, I was in Atlanta with Tampa.
Yeah.
Rocking out, just enjoying the vibes.
Absolutely. Yeah. That's what it's all about, man, is enjoying like in the moment too, not try to always look too far ahead because we don't have control over that or that. Right. It's what we do in the moment.
That's what we're doing in the moment.
Absolutely. Out there in Miami, are there a lot of events and things going on that you can get involved with? I know there's like a lot of clubs, strip clubs and stuff like that, but do they do a lot of events for independent artists out there?
It's not too many.
Yeah.
It's not too many. But I see that everybody trying to get involved now versus back then. It wasn't too many events and, things going on. If it was like stuff you were trying to push in Wynwood, but it wasn't allowing us into like those neighborhoods and stuff like that,
Absolutely.
So we're trying to get it all together and get, things rolling down there.
You got to change the narrative.
No, for real.
It's up to you.
Nah, definitely.
We putting it on your back. No, I'm just playing.
No, you can. You can put the city on my back. I'm pushing it. I'm going further.
Speaking of your city and your community, do you give back to the community in any way, shape, or form?
Of course.
Talk to us about it.
I got the Forever Thankful Foundation, and I'll be linking with my brother, Levante David. He played for Tampa. So he got his Levante David Foundation. We always giving back, and I'm always helping him out, whether it's with Papa Keith. And it's 103.5 The Beat. Shouts out to Papa. He always giving back to the community in November, Christmas, December, school, give backs and things like that. So anytime we get a chance, we always give back to the community.
I love
I'm
that.
always helping.
is bigger than us.
No, for sure.
It's so much bigger than us. And yeah, you have to do it, like you said, turkey drives, Christmas time for the kids, school time, feed the people who need it.
We've been definitely consistent with that too.
Yeah.
It's been some years now.
But that's why you receiving your blessings, right?
My mom always tell me that.
Yeah. I believe that. Like, we don't get our blessings from no man. We get them from God. So when you out here doing the right things, you're going to continuously be blessed.
It come right back around too.
Yeah, it's full circle. Mm-hmm. Definitely. Let's jump outside of music real quick. Kind of still in music. You're an independent label owner.
Yes, ma'am.
Tell us, what's the name of it, when it was established, who all's involved? Give us the rundown.
We started a label about 2-3 years ago.
Okay.
That was right before COVID. And I just decided, like, okay, I'm going to go get some other artists, which is myself, Drizzy Cherry, who we have in here alongside of me, Soldier Mia, and Jeremy Jaye Dolla, and we had 1300 TK. We had some of the hardest artists down in Miami.
I love it.
We had some talent on our roster. And we still pushing to this day, but unfortunately, we lost one of our artists, and then things kind of got,
Yeah, it's difficult when you lose somebody close to you. It kind of throws you out of that rhythm that you're in. Understood. Understood. But he still wants you to keep going, right?
No, definitely.
That's what he wants.
I think about him all the time. It made me go.
Yeah.
Push harder.
Absolutely. Have you guys made any songs or music dedicated to him?
Yeah, I did.
You did? It's very personal for you, I could tell.
I cried.
Yeah, as you should. Listen, we human. Yeah. It is nothing wrong with a man shedding a tear. Let me tell y'all something.
This is my first time, airing that out. Nobody don't know. I cried in the booth. Making those songs.
But listen, that just shows that you human.
Right.
People, men and women. I ain't trying to throw it at the men and try to be so tough. It's like, no, we all got emotions. We got to let it out.
Definitely.
Yeah, that's dope, though. What's the name of that record?
What's the name of that record that I made? It's 13. I think it's Letter to K.
Got it.
Letter to K.
Is it? Did you release it?
Yeah, it's on Game 7. Okay. I dropped 2 albums and a host of mixtapes.
Probably made you feel a little bit better than once you got that out, right?
Sort of, kind of. It's I still deal with, when it comes to him, I still deal with emotions, knowing what would have been.
Yeah.
So I often think like that time I tried to grab him in his days, he was moving fast.
Yeah.
And that talent, it's like, oh man, he was one of those. He was one of the ones,
Absolutely. How long ago was that he passed?
He just died last year.
It's very recent. So yeah, it still stings. I know. It takes time.
Yeah.
And that's really the only thing is just time. You got to give it some time.
Definitely.
Is music like an outlet for you? And what I mean is it kind of like a therapy, because we all need an outlet. We all need something to kind of, have that release.
Music is definitely an outlet. That's where I go. That's where I need to be. I love it. Like, I don't want to say that, but it's like a drug.
Yeah.
It's addictive.
Absolutely.
It put me in a mind frame, put me in a setting, it put me in a zone. It just take me away.
Absolutely. Yeah. Listen, we all need something for our mental health. How important is that to you to have something, because we all go through stuff?
Very important.
Talk to us about it.
Very important. I try to push the younger guys, to take care of their mental health first and go get help, go to therapy.
Yes.
I go to therapy myself.
Good for you.
And I'm constantly, just learning better ways to be better at, whether it's a friend, it's a father, better at artists, just take my time, how to communicate and stuff like that with others.
Thank you for being so transparent about that, because there's people out here, especially like you said, young men that need to hear that. Yeah. It is okay to get therapy. It is okay to talk to somebody. Definitely. It is okay. Definitely. Absolutely. How long have you been doing therapy, if you don't mind me asking?
About a year.
Listen, I commend you for that. That's beautiful.
Thank you.
Absolutely. It's been helping, I can tell.
It's definitely been helping. I'm at a calm state right now, and it's part of my life, and I think it's starting to make sense.
Yes.
I think I was overthinking the process, and I had to take a step back and realize, like, I left it in God's hand, and then, my therapist, she walked me through certain things, like, things you can't handle,
Absolutely.
Emotion.
I think that's one of the biggest things that a lot of people battle with, is that overthinking, because that, man, I still deal with it from time to time. I ain't gonna lie. It does, it kills that joy. It steals that from you. It's like, you gotta, again, go back to what we said, not think about stuff so much in the future, because that's when that overthinking comes in.
For sure.
Definitely. So your music is your outlet.
It's definitely an outlet.
Where do you typically draw your inspiration from? Is it the stuff you've been through and people around you?
I know. I would say but mainly my inspiration come from like my brother. He used to rap. He passed away. Stacks. He locked up. So it's like I look at them like what would have been, or TK for example. That motivate me. Yeah. And, the artists from my city, Drake, Trina, Luke. Rick Ross. You know, I love their music.
Me too. That's the real Florida music.
Yeah, shouts out to Trick, man. That's the big homie. I was just on the radio, 103.5 The Beat, maybe like last week, and
oh, that's hard.
Yeah, me and Trick had an interview.
That's dope. Tell us about it. How did it go?
It was pretty good, man. You know, when I left the radio station, I didn't know what I ran into. Shouts out to Papa gonna chew me up for this one. He got on me about being. He say I don't talk loud enough. I'm soft and laid back.
You gotta have that big voice.
Yeah, he want me.
Command the room.
He want me to be more vocal when it comes to doing radio interviews and podcasts and stuff like that. So, you know, step up to the plate now.
Yeah, I think it's right because there's really a time and a place for everything, and definitely, like I think I'm speaking kind of low because you are
right,
but
real?
I'm usually loud. Like I project my voice, but I think I'm trying to match your fly right now.
Right, I'm sorry. I think that's just me. I think that's my character. I'm laid back. You know, I'm real chill type of person.
Yeah.
And real laid back. So a lot of people get on me about that. Like, man, you need to be more aggressive. You need to be more loud. Like, nah, I don't know.
I think it's a time and a place because sometimes people act that way and it's annoying. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a time and a place for everything.
Right.
Over the years that you've been doing music, the things that you're actually talking about in your music, has that kind of remained the same, or is there always like different themes of what you're talking about?
Nah, I grew.
Yeah.
So anything, like if you hear my old music, you probably heard of some stuff I did back in the days. Like he was doing that, but you know, I grew from it. I'm growing every chance of my music is growing with me. That's why I'm kind of like thinking to myself, like, oh man, like I'm really developing and changing as an artist.
Absolutely. What does like being an actual music artist? What does that mean to you?
Actually, being an artist, you know, it means I would say a leader.
Yeah.
A role model. Well, some people say, "Oh, you're not really a role model because you rapping about things and you've listened to it," you know. But that's why I try to change up on, you know, things I do for what I've done in the past, and I try to push that behind me. So if I could put anything in my lyrics to motivate the next, you know, the younger generation or people that's listening, you know, so they'll get a step ahead, or you know.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Are you a father?
Yes, I'm a father.
How many kids you got?
I got one.
How old?
She's 14.
You have a 14-year-old?
Yeah.
Stop lying.
I promise you.
I thought you were about to say 4.
She'll be 15 this year. She'll be 15 this year.
What?
Yeah.
You must have had her when you was really, really, really young. You ain't got to disclose your age if you don't want to, but.
I was young for sure.
Man.
Yeah, I was young.
I'm blown away. You see, I got loud. I was like 14.
Yeah, I was young.
So you're a girl dad.
Yeah.
How did that change your life?
I learned what true love is. I learned patience. I learned, and it might sound crazy, I learned to respect women. Like,
Yeah.
know, and learn to appreciate, you know, the women.
It's up to you to show her how a man is supposed to treat a woman.
Of course.
Because you are her first love.
Of course.
Every dad is a little girl's first love.
She be watching me.
Yeah, for sure.
Sometimes I be on social
She be
media.
like, what is he doing out there?
Yeah, always. She monitor me like she my dad. So I mean my mom. So I just sometimes I be having to tune out or watch what I say on social media and some things like that. Because I think not only that I think about her, I think about, you know, other kids and like, oh, maybe if she watching, I know they watching.
Absolutely.
My little friends be on my page and stuff like that. So I just be happy.
They fans of your music, all her friends?
Yeah, she be pushing it. You know, oh, daddy, they be listening to your music in school. You know, it's always that.
This may be a little too personal for me to ask, but I'm asking anyway. Ever thoughts of having more kids?
Do I want more kids?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Yeah. It's a big gap.
Yeah, it is. And, I really don't want to start over, but I want more kids.
Understood. No, it's a blessing.
I think I want to be married before I get happy.
There you go. Absolutely.
I want to do everything the right way this time.
Understood. Absolutely.
No more broken homes.
What is your daughter into?
She's a cheerleader. She's a traveling cheerleader.
Okay, dope. So she's in this kind of the sports arena as well.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, she's a traveling cheerleader.
I love it. What do you feel like is the biggest sacrifice that you've had to make so far to be able to pursue this music?
Sleepless nights. I made a lot of sacrifices.
Yeah.
The sleepless nights, the put my family first, or taking a step back just to get my mental health right, so that I can be a great person, a father, and do music. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes this stuff, you know, when the money's low and then you ain't seeing what you're supposed to be seeing, it make you think like, man, what am I doing?
Right.
You know? And a lot of people, they fall straight. It's like, I ain't doing it no more.
Yeah. That's facts. That's one of the first things Bigger told me when he and I first started working together. He said, if you get in this business for the money, you're going to be disappointed because the money's not always there. But if you get into it for the love, the money's going to come. And I said, I'm so glad he told me that earlier on, because early on the money wasn't there.
Right.
I would have been jumped ship.
Did you lose hope?
No. I didn't, because Bigger stay on me about that. You know what I'm saying?
See, you got somebody strong in your corner like that.
Definitely.
You and to motivate you, it's a perfect thing.
Absolutely, because he's been in it twice as long as me. So
Right.
I thank God that I had someone like that in my ear.
Yeah.
Someone positive in my ear saying, don't give up, keep going. He's the reason I moved to Atlanta.
That's dope. He be grinding too.
He definitely, listen, and Bigger's such a good person. You know, Bigger got plenty of kids, grandkids, you know, like.
He definitely be grinding.
Definitely, 100%. What else are you working on right now? Are you at all in album mode, or is it mainly singles that you're focusing on?
I'm definitely in album mode. I have some singles that I want to release. I thought I leave here, I wanted to release the song that everybody been asking for. So I just been teasing people. You know, I throw out a little snippet on Instagram, and I just tease people for the most part. But I'm actually in album mode. I've been writing.
Okay, so let's talk about Things Money Can't Buy. That's the most recent project.
Yeah, that's my last album.
How did that one do, and how does it compare to, did you put other projects out prior to that one?
Yeah, Game 7.
Tell us the difference between the two. If we tune in and listen to both of them, what are we going to hear different?
Game 7 was I was trying to cater to when I say all parties, I mean by like I was trying to cater to these type of lists, the Islanders. I was trying to cater to different genres of music, people who listen in different ways. So Things Money Can't Buy is more like me. That's when it did good. Then Things Money Can't Buy. Then I went on the road. I took it to New York, South Carolina. You know, we done been on to Tampa. You know, we've been on a run with it. So when I look at the growth of Things Money Can't Buy, and I was seeing what it was doing, I was like, I can't give up now.
No, that's facts.
This is one. So it made me take a step and say, okay, if Things Money Can't Buy did what it did, like I'm really happy to see what's next.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So going forward, you said you're in album mode now.
I'm definitely album mode.
Do you have a title you can disclose yet, or is that still under the reps?
I did. It's still under the reps, but I threw out 2 titles, but I don't think I'm gonna
go with either one.
Nah. Yeah, we sit to the round table and we come up with ideas and things of that nature, and we be like, we don't know.
That's dope, man. You got a team around you that's going to help solidify everything that you do. That's important. That's important. So how many tracks can we anticipate on the album? Or is that still in the works as well?
So usually when I think about it, I'll be trying to make it like 12 or more. Like, say about 15, keep it in that range. But nowadays people don't listen to the whole album. It's like if you ain't mainstream, I don't feel like people listen to the whole body of work.
That's facts.
Because it's like once that single, okay, I like that song, and that's probably what they tuned into.
Right, because if you go like, for example, I use Apple Music versus Spotify, but on Apple Music, it puts like the little dots or stars next to, so it lets you know they only really streaming 2-3 songs out of the 10.
That's true. Out of my own Things Money Came By, I got a lot of stars.
That's dope.
And I'm so proud of myself.
As you should be.
Yeah, I'm so
Pat yourself on the back.
Thank you. For sure.
Well, maybe, I mean, what about like putting out like a dual EP or something like that? Is that ever a thought, or you want to put out a full album?
Every time I think about putting out an EP, I'll be like, oh man, it's too hard. Like the song, I'll be like, nah, I can't just just throw it out there. Like people rush through EPs and they be like, what's next? They want to hear. They'll hit an EP and then they'll be like, oh, I want to hit something else.
Absolutely. Quick. Absolutely. People, again, they have that short attention span. You put out a song and like 30 days later, they're like, where's the next one? That's like, dang, this one ain't even got a chance to marinate
That's
yet.
how I feel about the EPs.
Yeah.
So you put out an EP, maybe a couple songs on the EP, and then they be looking for the next. Like, so I'd be like, I won't waste my time doing the EP. I just put out an album.
Absolutely.
See how that work.
Let's take an accountability moment.
Right.
You've been doing a lot. Sounds like you're doing all the right things, but what do you feel like is something that you need to work on a little bit more as an artist?
As an artist? I feel like I need to work on like promotion, like just promoting, just get myself out there a lot more.
Understood.
Being more vocal when it comes to
because you got 2 posts on your page. I was clocking you.
I had to I know you got on me about Papa Keith got on me about that too. They get on me about that all the time. I honestly just I be going
what had happened was
I be going through some legal troubles. I be going through trouble, so I be having to like swipe everything off.
I'm just giving you a hard time.
No, that's cool.
I'm really just giving you a hard time. You'll get to that's just my personality.
Yeah.
No, but I understand. Like I think we all need to work on that. Even me. You know what I'm saying? I feel like posting sometimes once a week or once every couple of weeks is not enough.
Right.
To stay in the algorithm. So working on more content is something you need to work on.
For sure. Content also. Yeah, definitely that you said that. Content for sure.
So we're going to have to keep track of your Instagram. I need to see a new post every week.
I'm gonna live up to that. That you said I'm gonna live up to that.
It's
a
just
new post every week.
Listen, it's like we almost have to be content creators along with everything else that we do in order to stay in the algorithms of what's going on for people to see you.
Content creating took over the internet.
Yeah.
And you know, the content creators are like really on top right now.
No, that's facts, and a lot of them are making a ton of money.
I know, right?
Are you on TikTok as well?
I'm really not a social media type person. I am on TikTok though.
Yeah, I don't really use it too much
you know,
either.
my daughters and my family members send me things on TikTok. You know, I use it for traveling purposes. Though. Like,
I got you.
I'm on vacation or something. Look up things.
Tell everybody about how P Streets became P Streets as an artist. The name.
I got P Streets from my homie Project Stacks. He pushed me to start rapping. I ain't gonna even sit here and cut no corners. Like he believed in me. He wanted me to like jump out there. Like, hey, you know, I wrote a song in the hood and it went. It was like we'll use the word viral, but you know, it did good, and everybody was like bumping it and shit. And he was like, man, I think you should do this.
Yeah.
So then from that day forward, he kept telling me to come to the studio. Like, meet me at the studio. So I'll go to the studio and we'll make more songs. And while we was loading up songs, boom, he ended up going to jail. So that's why I had to take the baton and keep going.
Has that been kind of somewhat of a struggle for you? It's like, you know, losing people along the way and still staying motivated to keep doing this?
I lost a lot of people along the way.
Yeah.
Whether it was death or just people just like, you know, people, when you don't get on right away, you know, people they lose their motivation too.
Yeah.
You know, they go until they fall back, and, you know. Yeah, I lost a lot of people along the way, whether it was that or death or jail, whatever the case may be.
Definitely. Yeah. So that's been a challenge. What's been rewarding for you about this?
The blessings of just being able to stay strong and stay focused.
Yeah.
And just know that I got me. You know.
I love
just
it.
Just stay motivated. Just stay motivated.
What's the most recent music video that you released?
I did. Which one? No, we did Forever Family, but I think the last video we shot. Yeah, Forever Family. Yeah.
Is there a visual for I'm a Florida Boy? Is there one on the way?
On the way. We waiting on Trick Daddy to drop the verse. So we got Mike Smith. You ever heard of Mike Smith?
Of course, absolutely.
Mike Smith on the remix.
That's hard.
So the song,
does the people know about that yet?
I ain't put it out.
You just leaked it just now?
I did. No, I said they don't. That's the first time I mentioned it. They don't.
Y'all learning some shit today.
Yeah, and I put a little snippet out on Instagram, and everybody going to put in the eyes or they want to know. So I erased it. I erased it. So when I erased it, Papa Keith was telling me, like, man, we got to get going.
So Mike Smith is blessing it, and you said Trick Daddy's going to.
Trick Daddy Dollars.
Man, that's hard.
And it's a possibility of Ladred. I just sent it to Ladred. Yeah. So you're going to see what Ladred.
So you're going to have multiple versions or one version with all three of them potentially on it?
Some real Florida boys, right?
Nah, I agree.
Yeah,
I agree. I'm Florida to heart because I'm very much your elder.
No, for sure. There's some tough candidates, and I respect every one of them artists.
Yeah.
On that type of level.
I think that is so important, and I think it's dope that you're doing that because I think these younger artists, it's important for them to pay homage to who paved the way and opened the doors before them.
For sure.
See, are you over there messing with my security camera?
Yeah, they getting all the good.
I was like, what are they looking at? That's Johnny 5 right there. I know you know about Johnny 5. Hey, you always feel like somebody's watching you.
I noticed he was looking because I'm looking over his shoulder.
That is hilarious. I was like, what are they looking at? I'm like, oh, the camera. They can see the camera because that camera right there, the security camera follows people.
Oh, that's what it is.
He was over there having fun with it like a big kid. Like,
we out there. Boy Jigger.
That is hilarious. That is funny, most definitely. So you and your partner right here, you guys got a bunch of records together?
Of course. Yeah. We got a song titled City Boys Up that did well also. Okay. And when I see things do, I don't really look at numbers. Right. But when I see stuff start growing, that's when them the records I want to push. Like when I say I'm in Atlanta, of course, like it's a Florida boy. Yeah. You know, I'm pushing that record, and no matter what city it's in. You know, I go to South Carolina next.
As you should.
Then Alabama. It ain't Florida, but we pushing that record.
That's why I never changed my name. I didn't move to Atlanta and put Atlanta in my name. I'm always represent where I'm from. They're going to know I'm from Florida.
Bingo.
You know?
I like that. I actually love that.
Ever any thoughts of leaving Miami? Moving elsewhere?
Things going good for me in Miami. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know.
He back there shaking his head like, hell no. I'm jumping to the no.
How you want to, but it ain't nothing like Miami. Like, you know what I mean?
I don't blame you.
Not like Miami. If I can make it out of Miami, I can make it anywhere.
Listen, I feel like absolutely if you can stay in your hometown and put on for them, because I know early on when I moved to Atlanta, I used to encourage people to move here. Now I'm like, don't move here.
Right.
Everybody moved here, and it's like now it's like clogged up. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
the pipeline is clogged up. There's too many people trying to do everything out here. So it's like if you can stay in your city, because Miami's beautiful, of course.
Beautiful city.
You know what I'm saying? You're right there by the water. We ain't got none of that up here.
Yeah.
Stay out there.
No, definitely. I love my city. Every chance I get, I try to rep Miami to the fullest.
Yeah. Have you thought about putting like a tour together, maybe like a Southeast tour, hitting some of the cities and states in your area?
I've been on the road. I actually been on the road.
I heard you say South Carolina and some other spots
I've been
too.
in New York too a lot of times. So I've already been on the road. But as far what you mean, as far as like with other artists or just myself?
I mean, just yourself, maybe your label mates.
Yeah, we've been on the road. He been with me.
Yeah.
He been with me too. We've been on the road.
Them promo tours, that's like bigger for a long time. He was doing the street and greet tours, and that's what helped put a lot of artists on.
Yeah.
You know, taking them from city to city, doing interviews, performances, listening sessions, things like that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We don't have that down there. Like honestly, we don't have like see how you got bigger. We don't have like nobody's like ready like I like this.
You got this guy right here. I know he be making
like a
moves.
road manager. Like
I know he making moves. He trying to be humble.
Nah, Dad, he like a road manager. He take care of everything. He a blessing, man. He take care of everything that that's needed. The flights, anything we need to get done. He take care of everything.
One of the most important people that you can ever choose in your career is someone that represents you, like whether it's a manager, road manager, because they can make or break it for you.
Nah, for sure.
I deal with some of these artists and their managers are like, I'm like, I don't even want to work with the artist because I can't deal with their manager.
Manager annoying.
Yes. And they're just so unprofessional. I'm like, damn. It's crazy. So that's good you got good representation.
And that's a lot of things I like to work on, like just, being professional, even if I got to talk direct. A lot of times I was talking direct to you because I be feeling like, my manager's still in Miami.
Yeah.
He be doing other things. So
no, and that, I mean, listen, I could say that like the conversations we had, you were on point, you were professional, the communication was good. All that stuff goes a long way with people.
I totally appreciate that.
It goes a long way, especially with someone like me, because some of these youngins have no manners. They have no manners. Sure. Anything else that we can expect coming up from you before we get into this record?
We can definitely expect a new album. I want the world to know. I want the whole Atlanta to know. I'm a Florida boy.
I know that's right.
Definitely.
So let's talk about the record. I mean, obviously the title is self-explanatory, but where did the idea for the record come from?
It's self-explanatory. I'm from Miami, 305. But yeah, it was kind of a vibe I created, and I just wanted to bring that feeling back to Miami. Just like how Atlanta had Jeezy.
Is it like an anthem for you?
Yeah, for sure.
It's not probably an anthem just for you, but anybody else that's a Florida boy.
That's how I carry it.
Yeah.
And the ones that shot me in, they know like, okay, damn, he popping it.
When are we gonna get the visual?
Soon, real soon.
I mean, has it already started in the works?
Yeah, it started in the works. It's been talked about.
Okay.
So we on the way with it.
I got you. Who produced it?
What, the Florida boy?
Yeah.
His name Mega. His name Mega.
He's from out your area?
He's from London.
Oh, he's from London.
Yeah.
Okay, so obviously you guys met through social media, I'm sure.
Yeah, social media.
You ain't take no flight to London? Yeah, he got a passport?
I got a passport for sure. I had 2 passports.
Are you utilizing them?
Of course. Yeah,
okay.
I've traveled.
Where have you been abroad? Share.
Say it again?
Where have you flown abroad? Like, where have you been?
I've been in a lot of places. Like locally, like cities. I've been in New York, South Carolina. I've been in.
But like outside the U.S., have you flown outside?
Of course.
You got flew out?
Jamaica. I done been in Jamaica. I mean, Puerto Rico part of the U.S. now, but I done been in a lot of places.
That's hard.
Yeah.
Man, I think that's important. You got to get out there and see. God gave us a lot of gifts. Go see them. You know what I'm saying?
I don't never stop promoting. Like when I'm out, when I'm in these cities, like it's always, I hit the ground running with flyers, whatever it is. I take a bag full of that stuff and I just hit the road and
Definitely. Go. So production is from someone in London. Mm-hmm. Is this the only record that you guys have together, or you have others?
No, I got a song called TMCB on the album. He produced that too. Yeah.
Who's doing your mixing and mastering?
Jeremy Jaye Dolla.
Got it.
Yeah, or Luke from down low key from downtown. He produced a lot of Tory Lane stuff too.
Okay, that's hard.
Yeah.
Another one of the most pivotal people in your career is your audio engineer.
And Tory's my guy. So I sat the low key.
Definitely. Anything else that you got coming up that we need to know about that we did not talk about? Because right now is the time to shine.
Clothing line. Zoo Crew.
Zoo Crew?
Yeah.
Tell us about it.
So I had this clothing line for a while. It was kind of an idea. Just me, rapping one day on the block, and I figured like, damn, every time I put merch behind something, the merch do well. Yeah. It do well. And for me to be an independent artist and to sell merch how I sold it. It was up here at once, you know. So for me to do what I do, it was like, dang, you know, that kind of motivated me in another way too.
Yeah. What all you gonna have?
Hoodies and shirts, and we started off with hoodies and shirts. We actually had the jogger set.
Okay, that's hard.
So
stuff for the ladies too.
Of course, I seen some stuff.
I'll buy it from you because I like to support.
For sure,
you know what I'm saying?
I like that. People usually don't say stuff like that.
No, I'm serious because I understand. You know, as an entrepreneur, as a small business owner, like a lot of people don't want to support. They just, you know, like I don't mind supporting. You supported my business,
of course.
Let me reciprocate.
Of course, I liked the energy before I even came. I was already chimed into you.
I appreciate that because this is just like you. It's my passion.
For sure,
100%. So
I love that about you.
Man, I love that about you too. All you guys, I can tell you guys are passionate about what you do. Definitely. So, music, clothing, anything else on the radar?
I think that's I think that's about it.
I got you. I think he's trying to show you something over there.
Oh, he was trying to show you the clothing.
Oh yeah, let me see.
That's the Tampa Bay. He played for Tampa.
Oh, that's hard.
That's the linebacker for Tampa.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Zoo Crew clothing brand. So that's where the people can follow you at.
Yeah, for sure. That's the clothing. It's gonna be some updated. I got a website too.
Tell us.
It's Zoo Crew Clothing at Big Cartel. Yeah.
So anybody out there, support the brand. Go shop with them. Go buy something.
For sure.
Definitely, 100%. Let's get into the record.
Let's get into it.
Before we do that, where can people follow you on your socials?
You can follow me on everything. It's the Real P Streets. Yeah, the Real P Streets.
Got it. Who do you want to give thanks to? Give a shout out to for supporting you.
Oh man, I want to give thanks to God. Then I want to give thanks to you for having me on your platform.
Of course.
And you know, my guys with me.
Yeah.
Family. You know, we consider the family. And you know, my mom too, man. She's a blessing.
Absolutely.
She always, you know, calling to check up on me. Make
She's your number one lady right there.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
And yourself. Don't forget about you.
Big ups to myself.
Told you got to pat yourself on the back.
Always.
We got to love on ourselves first, you know? That's important. Definitely. All right, so let's check out the record. You ready?
Let's get it.
Y'all ready?
Y'all ready?
Introduce it.
This my latest project. Things Money Can't Buy. I'm a Florida boy.
Y'all stay tuned.
Come and see what all the hype is about. Tune in to The Hype 87.3.
Somebody need to make a song about Florida, man. Shout out to Tallahassee, Duval, Tampa, Ocala, Orlando, Gainesville, Fort Myers, St. Pete too, Daytona, the whole Florida, Lauderdale, Miami for sure. I never forget about down south. Miami 305, we gon' smoke and get high and ride. I'm a Florida boy. Miami 305, we gon' smoke and get high and ride. I'm a Florida boy. Miami 305, we gon' smoke and get high and ride. I'm a Florida boy. Miami 305, we gon' smoke and get high and ride. I'm a Florida boy. First off, put the house on my trick day. Don't ride, and set the Miami trend. Young, it's killing 200 strong like Bo the Lover again. But I'm Uncle Al, I think I'm peace in the hood. Yes, sir, hope lock on the cash city. Rick Ross came out with hustling, I'm talking Bo Dylan. I don't know Bo, but I know Vontae. The young niggas